Before we turn the final page on 2025, I had a couple of thoughts. This past year's taught me that time doesn't slow down just because you ask it to. It keeps moving, past front porches, old songs, empty fields, and the versions of ourselves we thought we'd always be. This year felt like a long drive with the windows cracked, radio low, all the while letting the memories come and go without fighting them. There were moments of clarity and moments of doubt, chapters that felt unfinished, conversations that lingered longer than I expected. I learned that growth doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it just shows up quietly, asking you to let go of what you no longer have that fits. I spent more time listening than talking this year for the first time in a while. More time remembering than rushing. I was reminded that roots matter, stories matter, and the road back home is never really gone. It just waits patiently. I'm grateful for the people who stayed. I'm grateful for the lessons that hurt and healed. And I'm grateful for the simple truth that there's still plenty of road ahead. I find myself thankful for the small things and the small moments that didn't ask for attention but changed me anyway. I'm thankful for the conversations that lingered, for the miles driven with the windows down, and for the people who stayed when it would have been easier not to. For that, I appreciate it. This year wasn't perfect, but it was honest. And that feels like enough to carry forward into whatever comes next. I'm grateful for the quiet lessons, the hard-learned growth, and the moments that reminded me that why this journey really matters. For the refound faith, for the people who showed up, for the stories that needed telling, and the roads that led me somewhere new. This year I asked a lot, but it actually gave a lot more. I'm stepping into the next chapter in 2026, humbled, hopeful, and thankful. I'm thankful for every mile that was behind me and for every mile that still lies ahead. And here's to carrying the good with us and setting the heavy stuff down and stepping into 2026 a little wiser, a little lighter, and still telling the stories. So thank you so much. Y'all have a happy new year and be safe. God bless.